Welcome on in to Married at First Sight, season 16, episode 12. And my name is Deborah, and I'm going to be doing individual recaps on all the individual couples. So be sure to drop down in the comments, like, subscribe, and comment on this video. And at the end of this video, check out above my head. There'll be links to all the individual videos and you can watch them all. Welcome to Married at First Sight, season 16, episode 12. And this is going to be for the after party, y'all. The after party. And on the after party was Jasmine, Shaquille, and Clint. And I did videos on all the other separate couples as well, but this is going to be for the after party. And Keisha and I pulled in. I started saying, now we get into the vulnerable side of everybody. We're opening up. And how does it feel? And Clint was happy to say it felt good kicking down the door, Gina. Oh, boy, you didn't kick down that door. You cracked it. You like Nicole, you might slid a note up underneath, but you did not kick down no door of Gina. She just barely cracked that door. All she doing is looking through the peephole. You ain't kicked down no door. She just looking through the peephole now. But he said it's important to him to get to the crust because he's been in too many relationships where he has met the representative of whoever he was with, and he wants to get to the crust of the real person. He told a whole story how he was in a relationship with a woman for a couple of years. They bought a house together. I think they was living together. And next thing you know, that woman woke up and said she had a call in to be a nurse or a midwife. And that woman packed up her stuff and moved all the way to Colorado, Hawaii or something. He said he spent a whole 2 years in a relationship and didn't even know who he was with. He said he does not want to do that again. He does not want to do that again. And he wants to get to the crust of Gina. That might be some growth from Clint because I can see Clint's personality is so big. I would imagine that his personality could consume a person. And so maybe a person is able to hide a lot with Clint because his personality fills the room. It's easy to hide in a room full of people. And that's what Clint is. Clint's personality is so big, he's like a room full of people. And so as a result, if you're a person who doesn't want it, you don't want anyone to know you, then it's easy to hide in plain sight in a room full of people. So I think what he said was this time he didn't want to take up all the space. He wants to make some room for Gina because he really wants to get to know her. Problem is that Gina didn't want Clint to get to know her. Gina been trying her darndest the whole season to not let Clint get to know her. Not to using a put downs to keep him away, telling him to sleep in the other room, not wanting to move in. Gina has not been trying to do too much to let Clint get to know her. She's been doing everything she needs to do so Clint doesn't get to know her because she's ashamed of her past. That's what it's all about. But Clint over there talking about at the end of the day, they're trying to talk more about deep situations. At the end of the day, Gina got to come to his room because Hank don't even greet her at the door no more. Hank be hanging out with Clint in his room. Like I said, Hank done dumped Gina. Hank jumped Gina and said, Gina, if you want to get to know me and talk to me, you're going to have to come in here with me and Clint. He the one taking me hiking and going to the waterfalls. He the one taking me on walks. And all you doing is at that salon talking business and payroll. I don't want to do that. Hank says, I'm with Clint now. I'm with Clint now. Isn't it something how when they have all these dogs on these TV shows, how the dogs end up going to the person who's more empathetic and loving? Remember this year we got Hank saying, I want a man who's going to love on me. I'm going to Clint. He rubs me and kisses me. Gina, all you do is work. So Hank dumped Gina for Hank. Last time, remember when Noise Dog, I forget the Noise Dog name was. Remember when Noise Dog dumped her for her husband? That's when she got mad that time she came home and her dog was sitting in the bed with her husband and she got mad because that dog didn't even get up and greet her. Because that dog was like, I'm dumping you for him because he was the more loving one, the more kind one. Remember last year with Justin and Alexis? Remember when Alexis's dog dumped her for Justin? Even after Justin's dog bit Alexis's dog, that dog got over that bite and was still all up on Justin. When they be sitting on the couch, that dog was all over Justin. That dog was done with Alexis. Dogs have a sixth sense. They know where love is. Dogs know where love is. And if your dog easily is going to another person, that means that they know that you ain't the loving one. And here is Hank making his choice. Talk about decision day in 24 days. Hank has already had his decision day and he chose Clint. Hank is choosing, I choose to stay married. Keisha and I pulled him and said, well, now that you're getting to know Gina, are you more attracted to her now? And Clint said, emotionally. He said emotionally, Gina really ain't his physical type, but he would have never said it. He would have never said it, but we know she really isn't his physical type. It was the truth. He didn't lie about it. So even in all this getting closer, he definitely said, she is more my type. We're getting closer emotionally, but he definitely didn't say there's no real physical chemistry going on. He know it ain't no real chemistry, but you know what? Who knows what would have happened if they never really went low like that in the beginning? We really don't really know. We could have still end up being here. We might not. We may still end up have been here. Maybe we wouldn't. But he said there's more emotional attraction, but he said there ain't necessarily no more physical attraction. And then on the other side, we got Shaq over here beaming happy. He doesn't admit that he and Kirsten Shaq slept together, but we find out in the previews that they did. So he's happy. He's happy that they're getting together. He said, player, do your thing. He shot his shot. He over here doing some body paint. He feeling good. He's gotten some kisses in. He said, finally, 24 days before the time to say I do, I finally get a kiss with a strawberry. And then he said he made it to home base. He made a home run. He got past first. He got past second. He got past third base. And he made it all the way to home plate. And you know what got him there? When he told Kirsten he could do her website and her logo for her. Be sure to watch my video on Kirsten Shaq. I talk about it a lot over there. I done figured out Kirsten's love language is acts of service. That's what gets her going. Because as soon as he agreed to do her website, she gave it up within 2 hours. She gave it up within 2 hours. As soon as he said, I'll do your website for you and do a logo, her panties was dropped. It didn't have nothing to do with that body paint, y'all. It had nothing to do with that body paint. But be sure to watch my video on it. But Shaq said they took it to another level. He said that what Kirsten really wanted was for me to dominate her, and I'm really gonna go ahead and dominate her, but in a respectful way. No. She wants you to be a disrespectful in the domination in the bedroom, Shaq. Don't be respecting her now. She just, like you just said, she wants you to be a disrespectful. But now I understand Kirsten's code words when she says leader, dominate. She really wants the man to do everything. She wants him to do everything. So those are her code words. Not when you guys think about leader and all this. What Kirsten needs is she needs a man to do everything. Like I talk about in my video, all Kirsten does is bake cookies. That's really all she wants to do is bake cookies. That's it. There's not too much more she does or wants to do besides bake those cookies. I think Kirsten bakes cookies in every single episode. Every single episode. Keisha was like, Jasmine, would you want to do this body paint exercise as well? And Jasmine said, I wouldn't mind doing it. I would do it. Jasmine, don't do it. Don't do it at all. Clint was like, I might need to get me some watercolors. Who knew that all I had to do was paint some watercolors, and this is how you get to home plate. Clint was like, I should have had me some paint brushes and some watercolors. Because Clint still ain't got none. Still. But Shaq is in for something, because in the previews we saw that Kirsten said, now that you done the website and done a logo, now I'm going to need you to buy me a whole house. And I'm the real estate agent, so I want to be able to keep the commission. I'm going to represent you in your purchase, and also you got to pay me my commission as well. This girl. Woo. Like I said, acts of service. She wants you to do everything. And then they had to move on over here to Jasmine and Eris. Poor Jasmine over here on her own, got to undo 40 years of mental trauma to Eris, because he got all this trauma behind the dead people. I see dead people everywhere. Like I said, be sure to watch my video on them as well. Jasmine said she tired. She is tired. She said, I was checked out. I was checked out because I'm tired. I'm fed up. I'm done with this. I've been doing all this heavy lifting for all these 2 months. And now we on the last month, last 24 days. And all of a sudden now he talk about he want to have deep conversations, and I'm still supposed to lead the conversation. Jasmine says she is done. Fit to be tied. I'm tired too, Jasmine. I ain't even in the marriage. I'm tired of looking at him. I'm tired of listening to him. I'm tired of watching him on the screen. So I know she tired. But Shaq got it. Shaq has been in Kirsten's point and in place. And what Shaq was saying, the problem with Eris is, even though he so-called is ready to talk now, he hasn't done anything to give Jasmine back that confidence that he knocked down. He knocked it down so far. Now all of a sudden he just expects her to just turn it on. Yeah, like a robot, because that's what he is. Like I said, he's like a knob in the back of him. And so all of a sudden now, because he's ready to open up and talk more about his favorite colors, all of a sudden she should be ready to just turn it on just like that. Jasmine is like, it's not about your words, it's your actions. And right now, even though Eris is trying to say some better words, ain't no actions coming with it. No actions whatsoever. And Jasmine said it right. I'm about the actions and not about the words. You done so much damage out here to my self-esteem. Now all of a sudden you think I'm just supposed to open back up to you? No. Do some work, Eris. Do some work. Keisha not asked, is there any intimacy going on? She says, no, we ain't even kissing no more. We may hug a little bit here, maybe hold a hand here and there, but we ain't kissing no more. They ain't even pecking on the lips no more. None. It's going backwards. It's regressing. It's going downhill. This stuff ain't getting better. It's getting worse. You know, he's starting to open up a little bit more. Is it giving you renewed hope? She said, not really, but it is letting me know where it comes from. Jasmine has lost hope. Jasmine has lost hope. It ain't no renewed hope. Not really. She said, although I understand where it comes from now, actually, she's probably more scared because now she realizes how big of a job it is. When he was saying it was all about physical attraction, maybe Jasmine thought there was something she could do. Maybe she could wear her hair different. Maybe she could wear a different outfit. But now that she realizes it has nothing to do with the physical, and she's realizing that this is all a mental block on Eris's, and it's all about dead people, Jasmine is really realizing how big of a job this is, and she's losing even more hope because she's like, oh no, this is a bigger job. Like I said in my video with them watching, Eris is not a fixer-upper. Eris is a tear-down. You know, when you see a house and your real estate agents tell you, oh, you know what, you just need to do a little bit of cosmetic improvements and this house could be really nice, and you go take a look at it and you go, this needs more than cosmetic improvements. This is a tear-down. That's what Jasmine is feeling. Jasmine was thinking that maybe the house of Eris only needed cosmetic improvements and maybe her own house only needed cosmetic improvements. But what she's realizing is this is a tear down. And just like if you were not ready for a tear down, what you would do when you saw the house, walk away. That's what Jasmine needs to do. Walk away. She is not equipped to handle this. Even the doctor, Dr. Pepper, realized she was in over her head with Eris. Dr. Pepper was in over her head and told Jasmine at the end, girl, you got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of work to do. You got a lot of work to do. Dr. Pepper told Jasmine, girl, you got a lot of work on your hands. But anyway, that's it, y'all. Be sure to watch my other videos. Watch the individual videos because I go in on it a lot more. But that's it. Talk to you later. Bye.